Welcome to the Brahma Kumaris, where a new world is opened up for you. From humble beginnings in India in 1936 to a global organization with over 8,000 centers in 110 countries and 1 million students worldwide. Through their tireless commitment, passionate heart, and determined spirit, the Brahma Kumaris arrived in America in 1974 and have since grown to 35 main centers throughout America. There are also 2 residential retreat centers, Peace Village, located in upstate New York, and Anubhuti, located in Novato, California.
I want to just share a little bit about how the centers of Raj Yoga meditation began in United States. Actually, I was in Caribbean islands and I got invitation from New York that we want to start something about meditation. And it was in 1978 I came here and we rented a very small apartment in Astoria. And from there I found that a lot of people have interest. I realized that there is so much need, and from there onwards then centers started in many other states.
Our centers are safe spaces where you can explore the power of your inner world.
The classes are conducted in many homes, many cities all over across the United States. A lot of people, they learn meditation, they use that meditation at their workplace, in their family, and also I find that children, young adults, because they are so much into what really is the life about.
The Brahma Kumaris are dedicated to personal and global transformation through the study and spiritual practice of Raj Yoga meditation. And at the heart of our teaching is the belief that the pathway to peace and happiness is to remember our original nature as spiritual beings connected to the One Source. In 1981, the organization received recognition as an international non-governmental organization affiliated with the United Nations and accredited with general consultative status with the Economic and Social Council. From organizing large-scale global initiatives to local community programs, the Brahma Kumaris has a tradition of service in every field that fosters spiritual growth among individuals from all backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life.
I hold on to this vision, the world of love, world of peace and harmony, world which is free from conflict and sorrow, where we can live as brothers, one family, children of common parents, one supreme divine power.
This is your invitation to awaken and join us in creating a world of love, peace, and kindness. Om Shanti.
Good evening. Can I ever have everyone please be quiet? Good evening, and welcome to today's event on awakening inner peace and inner power. This evening's program is brought to you by the Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual Organization. We are your hosts. I am Phyllis Boughton. I am a community leader for the city of Danbury. I'm a business owner in the community, and this is...
And I'm Nemish Mehta. I'm actually a 1989 graduate of Brookfield High School, and I'm currently a pediatric physician living in Delaware. What you just watched was a video that provided a snapshot of what the Brahma Kumaris are. Just to say a little more, the Brahma Kumaris, with its headquarters in Mount Abu, India, comprises a worldwide network of centers in more than 110 countries, and is an international non-governmental organization affiliated with the United Nations and accredited with general consultative status with the Economic and Social Council. We have 8 meditation centers here in the tri-state area. The closest center to here just opened up this month in Brookfield, which is less than a 15-minute drive from this venue. All classes and programs provided by Brahma Kumaris are free of charge as a service to the community. Voluntary contributions are accepted. You will notice that there are contribution boxes located at the back of the auditorium and upstairs in the balcony where you can leave a contribution if desired.
We are very excited to have all of you with us tonight. We wanted to acknowledge a few members of the community who are in the audience. If each of you could wave to the crowd. First of all, I'd like to recognize the mayor of the city of Danbury, Mayor Mark D. Boughton. First Selectman of Ridgefield, Rudy Marconi. He was here a few minutes ago. First Select Woman of Newtown, Pat Yodra. Monsignor Robert Weiss of the St. Rose of Lima Church, Newtown. Thank you for coming. Father Alphonse, I apologize, Arokiam? Thank you. Of St. Rose of Lima Church, Newtown. And Pam Arsenal of the St. Rose of Lima Church in Newtown. Thank you for being with us tonight.
We also wanted to acknowledge 2 very important people who many of you here know. They've been facilitating meditation classes and programs for the past 30 years here in Connecticut. And as we mentioned earlier, have just opened up a Brahma Kumaris Center nearby in Brookfield this month. Ravindra and Jayshree Mehta.
We'd also like to thank our students, if you could just wave to the crowd, and our over 50 volunteers from the Brahma Kumaris who are all here today to help this program happen. And lastly, we'd like to thank the staff of Western Connecticut State University for their cooperation with tonight's event. And just a few more announcements before we begin.
All right, I get to give all the housekeeping announcements. All right. First of all, if anybody is trying to save a seat for anybody in the hall, at this point we need you to let those seats be opened up so other people can be seated. I'd like everybody to take out their cell phone, please. Take them out and hold up them in the air. Okay? And I would like you to all either power them off or at least put them on vibrate, okay?
And if they don't know how, ask your neighbor.
And as Phyllis said, if you're not sure how to do it, ask your neighbor. We only do this out of respect of the people sitting around you, so not to disturb the program tonight. Photos and video. We request that you not take any photo or video during the program, again, out of respect of the people around you. This program is being live streamed right now on YouTube and will be available on YouTube as well after the event is over. The video will strictly focus on those on the stage. However, there is a possibility that an audience member may end up in the video. So if you have an objection to this, please let one of the ushers know, and we can make note of that and perhaps reseat you. The restrooms, as most of you may know, are located out in the halls. Women's to this side, men's on that side. Water has been provided to you as you enter the auditorium. We request that you take your water when you leave, your empty bottle or your partially filled bottle. Take it with you when the program's over. And just another reminder, there's no food allowed in the auditorium. When you exit the auditorium this evening, you will receive a small gift. It is a sweet called a toli. In the toli, there are no nuts of any kind in the toli box. The items in the box are vegetarian, meaning it does not contain any eggs. However, it does include dairy, such as milk and butter. The savory item in the toli box is gluten-free. We would appreciate you enjoying your box of toli outside of the venue after you exit. For anybody who may have brought a gift or flowers for Sister Shivani this evening, you may give them to the usher standing at the back at the end of the night.
And now, let's start the program. First, we'd like to introduce Mayor Mark D. Boughton to come up. He was first elected to his first term in November of 2001 and is currently serving his 8th consecutive term as mayor of the great city of Danbury. He is the longest-running mayor in the history of Danbury, and we're very honored and privileged to have him here with us tonight. He's making a personal appearance for us, so thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much, Phyllis, and thank you, Nemish, for all that you do. It's my honor and privilege to be here on behalf of the city of Danbury and all of our residents to welcome Sister Shivani all the way from India, 18 hours in a plane, 23 hours if there's a layover somewhere. So we appreciate you making this journey. It's truly an incredible experience for all of us to have you here among us. This movement of peace, compassion, clarity and purpose and understanding one another really starts here with us. Each person in their chair across the state, across the country, and across the world. There's no question that these are very, very turbulent, sometimes strange times that we live in. But if we hold on to the one fundamental of each of us and the humanness that exists within each of us, and recognize that at the end of the day, we're all the same. We all want the same things for each other, and we all appreciate and celebrate the differences within each other, and we have compassion towards each other in many different areas. I think we'll be a lot better off. I'm proud to lead the most diverse city in Connecticut and one of the most diverse cities in the United States of America. And this community of so many different people, of so many different cultures and religions and countries and ethnicities, excels, far outpaces, in any metric you look at, any other city in the state of Connecticut. Now, I like to say it's all about me, right, sister? But it's not all about me. It's all about you out there, for everything you do every single day. And if this program that can help us appreciate each other just a little bit more, then it's been well worth all of our time to be here. So welcome, Sister Shivani. We are honored to have you here. And to everybody else, enjoy the conference and enjoy the words that she'll share with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Boughton, for the very inspiring words. Next, we have a musical performance by Trish Keel, Helen Maliska, and Andrew Lafreniere, who are from the Suzuki School of Music in Sandy Hook, Newtown, Connecticut, where they have been teaching quality music education for young children through adults in guitar, piano, violin, and preschool music for over 30 years. The song they will perform is called Awaken to the Light.
Thank you, Trish, Nell, and Andrew for that beautiful and inspirational song. Let's have another round of applause for them. Unfortunately, Sister Mohini, our regional director for the North and South America, was not able to join us for this beautiful evening today. So she sent us a video, and she actually has been a teacher for the past 60 years for the Brahma Kumaris. And please join and watch the video and listen to her message.
Greetings of peace. Welcome to the program Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. I think that it's a very, very simple word, awakening. And when we use the word awakening, well, you all are sitting and you are very awake. But this is spiritual awakening, awakening which takes us to the inner world, to the true self, and to understand that there is another reality which is more within the self than in the outside world. Because we are so much used to looking at through these eyes what is happening in the world, listening to the news, and all the information which is coming really is through our sense organs. And then based on that, our mind, that's our thoughts, our intellect, that's our power to discern, we use them. And these both tools are very much conditioned by external situations and circumstances. But actually, when there is spiritual awakening, and then you realize, you experience that your innate qualities are completely different than what is happening outside in the world. But then how do I create what I have within? Should I always take what is out in? Or is it from in that I produce out in the sense of create external or physical world also? So when there is spiritual awakening, then the true love, inner peace, power, joy, all these good qualities are awakened. And we realize that each one of us really should be living with the experience of these qualities and inner strength to respond to situations in a very, very positive way. So from within then you create right responses. Yes, there is no control on what's happening around us, but we have control on how do we respond to everything. So I feel that it's very, very important to awake to the situations and respond in a very, very positive way. In this special program, we have our special guest, Sister Shivani. I think that most of you must be listening, watching about her program of awakening. I think that many have shared with me that how much the changes which has happened in their lives because of listening to her ideas, her thoughts, her thinking process, and all that has brought a lot of transformation. We had been inviting her to visit us in North America, and now we are very fortunate that she has been able to come. So I also welcome Shivani, and also I know that each one of you will take full benefit of not only listening to what she is saying, but then reflect on what you are listening, and after reflection, try to see that if you can create your attitude, your vision, your words and your actions based on that thinking, because that's where you will find that what I describe as that the third eye opens. We have these two eyes, And third eye is eye of mind, eye of intellect. So when there is self-realization, when there is third eye which has opened, then you are able to see different realities than what is happening around the world. Actually, there shouldn't be two worlds, inner and outer, but we have divided. And now we have to make it as whole, not from outside in, but from inside out. And when we have this awareness, then I'm sure that every person, every home, every nation will be living together in the sense of harmony, love, sharing, care for each other, and all the good qualities will manifest in a natural way. Holding this vision is very important because that's where your energy will be directed, and you will find that you are able to be co-creator with God for the world of joy, world of happiness, and you will receive all the gifts of peace, of happiness. And that's what this program is about. So I am sure that you will have many, many beautiful experiences, many insights, and you will carry that and use them in the practical life. Thank you.
That was a very inspiring video. I've known Sister Mohini for over 30 years, and still I find everything she says just goes right to my heart. Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. Kala Iyengar. She's a retired pediatrician and a teacher with the Brahma Kumaris for over 35 years. She is currently the director of the Peace Village Learning and Retreat Center, located in the Catskills in upstate New York.
Om Shanti. Greetings filled with peace. It is indeed a very beautiful scene every time I walk up here in one of these programs, to see not just the hall full, but to see the eagerness in the faces of everyone here. We've had a beautiful beginning of the evening, and you got to witness a couple of visuals telling you who the BKs, the Brahma Kumaris, are in the USA, and also Sister Mohini's thoughts on the series of programs that we've been having on awakening. I also am taken back every time I listen to her and to see those visuals, that it was really the vision and the thoughts and the pure desire of someone who started this whole movement, whom we today call Brahma Baba, and therefore the name Brahma Kumaris, the daughters of Brahma. The founder's name, we refer to him as Brahma Baba. And of course, you have seen many of us dressed in white and walking up, or even walking up to you. And you've probably tried to probe and hear from them what it's all about. And if you talk to anyone, I'm sure you'll get stories that are very, very unique and touching. And one of the thoughts we had was if some of us could share our stories with you, but of course, because of time, we decided that we will do it another time. But I was taken back to the story of awakening of the founder, Brahma Baba. And this is the beautiful thing about awakening, that every human being, every person is not only entitled to this beautiful process of awakening, but is constantly awakening, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. So it was 80 years ago that the founder had several visions and, of course, several revelations. And many of them he could not understand or know what it was all about, but all he knew was that he was being called upon, he was being awakened by an energy. It wasn't just coming from inside of him, but he was coming from somewhere outside. And one thing that became very clear to him was that we are at a very significant time in the history of humanity, where a very significant transformation is to happen. Just like there is a time every day in the morning where from utter darkness, little by little, the sun rises and the light comes. There comes also a time in the history of humanity where we have to rise from our sleep of ignorance and suffering. And so as that became clear to him, of course he didn't go on the mountaintop and start shouting what he saw, but he started to work on himself. And that, in fact, is the message of the Brahma Kumaris. That yes, we all want that change out there, and yet for that world out there to change, or for any change to happen out there, or collectively to see that change, it's the individual plus the individual plus the individual that have all to come together in this series of change. And so, as you know, our motto is, when I change, the world changes. The individual impacts the collective just as much as, or even more so than how the collective impacts the individual. It's very easy to see how the collective impacts the individual, but not so easy to see until and unless you start this journey of awakening to that real, true consciousness of who you are. And so I'm very pleased, very beautifully, that we have been able to put these programs together in the different cities, and Sister Shivani has been able to come after many, many, many requests. And, I used to get calls every time, when is Sister Shivani coming? Aren't you going to invite Sister Shivani? And of course, we had to wait several years before that happened, but it is an appropriate time, because I feel this is the time of awakening for many of us. And as you know, there is a lot of connection with time to awakening. And so I just have one question, that what did the city of Danbury do to deserve this beautiful experience on this date, the 5th of July? I don't know. We had to choose cities on the map of United States where she could be, because every day she is going to one other city and one other city. It's been a real tight, schedule for her. But I give all my good wishes and congratulations to the group here in Danbury, who have been laying the foundation for this day for the last 25 years plus. So my sincere greetings, congratulations to the Danbury group of Brahma Kumaris, and thank you very much. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sister Kala. As the director of Peace Village, that's where I first, actually here in Danbury, that's where I started my awakening. They held a program called Building Bridges, and it inspired me to go to Peace Village. So I hope all of you leave here tonight inspired to take the trip, which is only about an hour, to Peace Village. But thank you, Sister Kala. Now it's our honor and privilege to introduce Brahma Kumari Sister Shivani. a world-renowned student and teacher of Raj Yoga meditation. Sister Shivani has been studying Raj Yoga meditation for the past 20 years. She holds a graduate degree in electronic engineering, and since 2007, she has been speaking on television about practical spirituality on a show called Awakening with the Brahma Kumaris, which airs in over 160 countries across 5 continents. Winner of the Woman of the Decade Award and the World Psychiatry Goodwill Ambassador, Sister Shivani has served hundreds of thousands with her message of awakening to inner peace and inner power. I oftentimes listen to her tapes, and it really brings me to such a peaceful place. The program has helped people overcome mental stress, depression, addictions, low self-esteem, and unhappy relationships as they take personal responsibility for their lives. So we're going to listen to Sister Shivani, but before we do that, we're going to have a beautiful song by Elizabeth Padilla. Elizabeth Padilla is a spiritual educator with the Brahma Kumaris since 1985. Elizabeth leads the Brahma Kumaris environmental initiative in the U.S. She is a gifted actor and singer trained at the American Conservatory Theater and is currently touring with a one-woman performance called Songs of My Soul. The song she will sing is called Blessings Upon Blessings. Once we hear Elizabeth sing, Sister Shivani will speak the rest of the evening. And we'll close with a meditation. Elizabeth?
May I always live a life of peace. May the words Om Shanti ring out for our unity to increase. May every word I speak be strong and true. I will always see the face of God in the face of you. This is the beginning, not the end, of blessings upon blessings, my friends, of blessings upon blessings, my friends. May I always live a life of love, radiate God's beauty below, inside, above. I will open up my heart each day anew for the love of family, love of life, and the love of all of you. This is the beginning, not the end, of blessings upon blessings, my friends, of blessings upon blessings, my friends. and you are committed to service. You taught us to change the world through your two hands, with your heart and soul. Yes, you understand. May we always shine our inner light with the colors of the rainbow rising up to brilliant white. And no matter where your choices lead you to, there will always be a place inside our hearts for you. This is the beginning, not the end, of blessings upon blessings, my friends. And now you are committed to service. You can change the world through your two hands, with your heart and soul. Yes, you understand. When I think of mountains caressed by ocean's blue, I will see the sacred island as a part of me and you. And like the stars that warm the darkest night, we will always fill our world with our love, our life, our light. This is the beginning, not the end, of blessings upon blessings, blessings, my friends, blessings upon blessings, blessings, my friends, my friends.
Om Shanti and good evening. Om Shanti, the greeting of the Brahma Kumaris, is not just a greeting. It's not just an exchange of good wishes every time we meet. It's a gentle reminder and a simple meditation which brings us all back to who we originally are. Om Shanti means I am a peaceful being. The word Om in Hindi means I am, and Shanti means peace. So every time we greet each other saying Om Shanti, we are creating a recording on my way of thinking, my way of being. I am a peaceful being. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. And so if the mind is ever a little disturbed, there is only one word which I need to use to bring myself back to who I'm meant to be. And just gently say to yourself, I am a peaceful being. Let's take a moment of silence and just reflect
on how the past few days have been. Just look at your own life. Only your life. Scene after scene. Was there any day, any moment, any scene in the last 1 week where the mind was a little disturbed? Let's bring that scene. In the last 1 week, any scene where the mind was a little affected, select for yourself. Let's look at this scene right now. And let's see and fit this word, inner power, into the scene. Everything is the same. People, situations, everything outside me is the same as it was that day. Let's just put this one word there. I, using my inner power. What would it mean to that scene? I, the powerful being. Scene is the same. I am using my inner power. And look at yourself using that inner power. What does it feel like? What does this word mean? Inner power. Let me see myself using this word in that scene. What would be the shift in the way I think, the way I feel, and the way I respond to the situation? I using my inner power. Can I see the difference in how I would feel? And can I see the difference in how this scene would unfold? I using my inner power. Om Shanti. We all have heard the word power. But when we use the word power, what's the picture that comes before us? Power. How does it feel like? Power, just power. What does it look like? Power. Power. What does it mean? Power. Power of? You look at people in society and you say, he's a very powerful person. What does it mean? He or she is a very powerful person. Whom do we call people who are powerful people in society? Who are they? influential, and influential, influence. Let's take it further. Those who are influential. Influence in what way? How? What kind of influence are we looking at? He is a very powerful person. Who are the people on whom we are ready to put this title, say, powerful person, powerful person, powerful person? Who are these powerful people? Hanji? Very good. They can get things done. Hanji? Very good. They can get work done their way. Beautiful, powerful people. And it's very good to keep connections with powerful people. Yeah? It's good. So if you're a powerful person and you can get things done your way, and if I'm knowing you, connecting to you, I can also get things done my way through him. And so people say, keep connections with him. He's a very powerful person. A person who can get things done their way. A person whom people listen to because they have a powerful position, a powerful role. So we know what power looks like. Then what would this word mean? Inner power. Now which power is this? Inner power. It's not saying power, it's saying inner power. Let's create two columns. Power, those who can get things done their way. Inner power, we have to see the difference. Power, those who can get things done their way. Inner power, things get done their way. Are oh, to dono, both are same. What is the difference between the two words? Power, inner power. Power, people who can get things done their way. Inner power. Inner power, people who can keep their mind, their words, their behavior their way. They may not be able to get things done their way, but they're able to get themselves done their way. Now, things might not always be my way, but I need to ask myself, can I always be my way? And can I call myself today a powerful person? Raise your hands. All the powerful beings, raise your hands. Yes, I am a powerful person. Raise your hands. What would that mean? Sometimes, sometimes not. Sometimes not. When I allow the situation or other people to overpower me. Here is the situation, here is that other person, here am I. And when I allow the energy of the situation, the energy of the other person to overpower me, at that time I'm not using my inner power. But if the situation and people are not my way, but I am able to remain in my stability and I am able to influence them not influence them by my position, but influence them by the power of my pure vibrations. Abhi taali nahi bajani hai, ruko. Let's see, we are going to do this today. Can we see the difference between the two things? Yes? Power can get things done their way. Inner power can be their way. If I am getting overpowered by a single word spoken by someone, by a gesture, a behavior, and my mind gets disturbed, at that time I cannot call myself a powerful being. At that time I'm a little weak. And when I'm weak, anyone and everyone can overpower me. Not just people close to me, but even a stranger on the road can overpower you. Anyone here have ever got disturbed by the way other people drive on the road? Raise your hand. Ever. Mind got disturbed because the way people drive on the road. They overpowered me. One is, I can see people driving not the right way. But one is, I get disturbed when I see people not driving the right way. And when I get disturbed, they have overpowered me. Because I was peaceful a few minutes back, their behavior, and here I am disturbed, they have overpowered me. If I get disturbed by just people driving the wrong way, what will happen when I'm living with people who may be living the wrong way? And when I'm going to meet at least 50 to 100 people in a day, driving their way, living their way, being their way, and if I'm going to allow them to overpower me, then day by day I'm going to get weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. And why am I getting weaker? Because I have forgotten that I have the power to remain stable even if people are not being my way. And it's a power which I have forgotten to use, and anything which we do not use, what will happen? If you stop using something, what happens? You start losing it. So if you don't use it, you lose it. Remember 20 years back, we used to remember everybody's phone number. Yaad hai na? Not even 20, 10 years back, we knew everyone's phone number. We knew everyone's birthdays. Today, sometimes you ask somebody, what's your mobile number? They say, 1 minute, I'll give you a missed call, then my number will come on your phone. Where has gone the ability to remember everyone's mobile number and birthdays, because it was a memory power which we used to use. We used to use it, it used to increase every day. We stopped using it, because everything is there on my computer and phone. We've lost it. We've lost it. So any power, don't use it, we lose it. Suppose I stop using this hand, my arm, for 1 month. What will happen? Fracture, splinter, tied. 1 month, I don't use it. Now what will happen after 1 month? Suppose I hurt my right hand, okay? And now I'm not going to use it for 1 month. So in this 1 month, I start using my left hand. Initially, it's a little difficult to do things with my left hand, but it's 1 month. So in that 1 month, I start getting used to doing things with my left hand. And actually, I can start living my life with my left hand now. I can. After some time, I even forget what it used to be with the right hand. And with my fumble and I am using my left hand. Then one day, plaster is removed. And the doctor says, now you can start using your right hand. What happens initially? What happens initially? I've used it for 40 years. Only 1 month I did not use it. 40 years, 50 years, I was using it. Only 1 month I did not use it. Now I start using my right hand. What happens? What happens? Something which used to be so natural, something that used to be so natural is now stiff. Only did not use it for 1 month. And sometimes I go back to using my left hand saying, let it be, this is not working properly. But a little effort for a few days to use the right hand, I will realize life used to be so comfortable with this right hand. But I got used to using my left hand. Same thing with the mind. Inner power, power of peace, power of love, power to adjust, power to tolerate, power to cooperate, power to decide. All my powers, I was using them. And then I met people who said, peace doesn't work. Anger can get the work done faster. And I said, yeah, really? And I said, okay, keep aside this peace, let me use anger. And really, when I used anger, everything happened faster for me. Everyone was listening to me, everyone was doing work for me. And I said, they are right, anger works better. Work gets done. So I kept aside peace, I started using anger. Anybody started using anger? Anyone here using anger to get work done? And now, if the Brahma Kumaris have to come and tell you, start using peace, the first thing that the mind is going to say, it doesn't work. No one can get work done using peace. People will start taking me for granted. Nobody is going to listen to me. So, which means I have started saying the right hand doesn't work. Because I have been using that left hand even though it was uncomfortable. It caused pain here, it caused disease here, it caused conflict here, but I was getting work done. Even though it was uncomfortable, my priority was work is getting done. And then when somebody said, use your right hand, use peace, it gives you happiness, it gives you health, I said, no, it doesn't work. It's become very stiff. Is it possible to get work done using peace, love, compassion? Does it really work? Does it really work? It works. Then why are we using the left hand? Why are we using the left hand? Power to cooperate. Somebody came and said, life is a competition. Everyone is in the race. Survival of the fittest. I heard it, believed it, started living with it. And when I said it is competition, I created stress, anxiety, fear. And today, sometimes I can experience a subtle sense of pleasure where the person sitting in the next cabin, the next cubicle in my office is stuck in a problem. I don't get up and cooperate. Why? Because they are my competitors sitting there. Here and here, I sit with competitors the whole day at work. Anyone working with competitors? I will never cooperate with a competitor because I want to go ahead of them. So I'm sitting here in my cubicle, here is my competitor and here is my competitor. 10 hours a day, I am in a race with them. And I create this habit, this nature, this way of thinking, this sanskar, competitor, competitor. The one who is ahead is a better person. And then I go home in the evening and I start competing with my spouse. Who is a better person, you or me? I forgot what it is to cooperate. What is it that works in the world today? Competition or cooperation? Every time you have to ask yourself, left hand or right hand? The left hand gets work done, but it's uncomfortable. The right hand gets work done, but most important is it's comfortable. Today we can get work done. We have created miracles in the outer world. Look at all this that we have created. But we are not comfortable. We're not comfortable. And that's why today we are here talking about inner peace, inner power. We're talking about happiness because we are not comfortable. Anyone here who is absolutely perfect, physical, healthy? This is a sign that the way of living is not comfortable. Because my thoughts, feelings, and emotions created here radiate to my body. And so if I'm not comfortable here, I'm not healthy here. Anyone here who never ever has any issue in their relationships? Do you see what is happening? The result of using the left hand so much? We're getting work done. The miracles that we have created in the outer world in the last 20 years. We were living without all these things 20 years back. But when we were creating all these miracles in the outer world, the only little thing that we did was we stopped using the inner power. And we said, I want to achieve, I want to do this, I want to... Doesn't matter if I'm getting disturbed, doesn't matter if I'm getting angry, doesn't matter if I'm getting stressed. I have to achieve. And we achieved. Here it is, all our achievements. But with all these achievements, we also achieved a few other things. And what were they? What were the few other things we achieved? We started saying, stress is normal. We started saying anger is normal. We started saying diabetes, cholesterol, high BP, normal. We started saying conflict is normal. Why was it normal? Because I was achieving in the outer world without taking care of the inner world. Is it possible that we achieve in the outer world and keep taking care of the inner world while we are achieving in the outer world? Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible to be at peace and achieve at work? Is it possible to be at peace and to achieve at work? Yes? Yes? How many of you think that tomorrow, Thursday, 24 hours, you can get all the work done without using the weapon of anger? ऐसे नहीं करना, ऐसे. Huh? We can get all the work done? Yes? Without using anger? And what will we do if we do that? We will be taking care of ourselves and then achieving outside. So at the end of the day, when I reach home in the evening, I have achieved in the outer world without compromising in my inner world. And then what I have gained in the evening is power in the outer world, but I have retained my power in my inner world. I'm not ready to throw it away every time a scene is not my way. Because thinking that if I react, if I get disturbed, if I shout, everything will become my way. You know, if I tell someone, please come and take this table away. They'll say, yeah, I'll just do it, 1 minute. Then after 5 minutes, I again say, please come and take this table away. They say, I'm coming. Then I say, and you know what? When I raise my voice, my work gets done. They come running here to pick up the table and take it away. And I went like, oh, this is the way to get work done. And you know, when did I learn this? I learned this when I was this age. Take your child to the market, 3-year-old, 4-year-old. And the child will say, I want this. The parents will say, no, we have it at home. Says, I want this. Say, no, we have it at home. So he or she stands there in the middle of the market and raises their voice. And the parents say, here, take it. Keep quiet, but. That's it. That's where I learned. Ask for it sweetly, and they did not give it to me. And all that I had to do was raise my voice, and I got it immediately. That's what I learned when I was 2 or 3 years old. Today I'm 50 years old. I'm still using the same way to get work done. And things are happening. But what is happening with that is I'm losing my inner strength. Because every time I'm using that method, I am creating turbulent energy. I'm creating uncomfortable thoughts. I'm radiating negative energy to them, and in return receiving negative energy from them. And this is depleting my power. And when I start this journey of depleting power, then it does not require anything much for me to get disturbed. Earlier they would be slightly bigger situations, and now it's smaller and smaller and smaller, and the most trivial matter now. The most trivial matter can overpower me and I can get disturbed, which is a sign that I've become a little weak. Any of you get a little hurt when your friend doesn't like your status on Facebook? Anyone gets hurt? Be honest. Anyone feels a little bad? They didn't like. I went to the program yesterday. I clicked photos. I posted it. And I was waiting. I even woke up at 12 o'clock to see, did anybody like my post? Anyone feels a little bad? One negative thought? Anyone does? No one? Anyone creates one thought of hurt because their friends didn't like their post? Yes? And which means that's where I've reached. That's where I've reached. Now I don't even need people to behave wrongly with me. Now I don't even need people to say something to me. Now I don't even need people to give me one stare. Now I only need people not to like my status for me to get disturbed. That's where I've reached. This is the sign of my illness. This is the sign of my emotional illness. And I need to check this in the whole day. What is the magnitude of that situation which disturbs me? What disturbs me? And stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. Pressure, outer situation. Resilience, inner power, inner strength. Numerator, pressure, changing day by day. Not in our control. Because I'm not using the denominator, which is my inner power, my equation has become stress is equal to pressure. And that's why if the pressure increases, stress has to increase. Raj Yoga meditation teaches us to start focusing on the denominator. Numerator, is the numerator in our control? Numerator in our control? No. Denominator in our control? Yes. So if the numerator is not in my control, but I start increasing the denominator, what will happen to the stress factor? What will happen to the stress factor? It will start reducing day by day. And which means, yesterday, I was getting disturbed if somebody did not like my Facebook status. Today, I reach a situation where someone can stand here, say the worst that they want to me, and walk away. And I will be just the same. So I have shifted. I have shifted. Is it possible to create that shift? Is it possible to create that shift? Yes. How do we do that? By exercising daily. Exercising what? How do we increase power? You know, like people go to the gym to increase physical strength. So we come to the meditation center to increase our spiritual strength. It's a gym where we will exercise every day with our thoughts. And we will make it really flexible. You know, when you have to bend first time to exercise, how many of you are able to touch your feet when you bend? But if I'm stiff, I'll barely reach till here. And then I have to stretch a little and it starts hurting. If I stop that day, I will be losing my power. But then I will keep doing it a little every day, and I will reach there. Same with spiritual power. Someone behaves wrongly with me, I adjust, which means I bend. The first day that bending might cause a little discomfort. They were not nice to me. Why should I talk properly to them? That's ego. Ego means stiffness. Ego means stiffness. The one who cannot bend. Stiffness. How many of you will be able to create blessings for those who have done wrong to you? We're only creating blessings, not doing anything much, just creating nice thoughts here for them. Possible? Possible? And if we do that, what will we be doing? We will be exercising our inner power. In a world where people will say, I hate them, we will say, I bless them. And that was that beautiful song, Blessings. And bless them means I connect to God and say, radiate love, purity, and power to them. Let everything be perfect in their life. But if I don't use my spiritual power, I say things should not go right with them. They have caused me a lot of pain. They should know what pain means. It's only two different ways of thinking. It's only two different ways of thinking. It's not the doing, it's not the behaving, it's just two different ways of thinking. One way of thinking will empower me, the other way of thinking will deplete me. But to be able to create this high energy thoughts, even for those who have not been right to me, I need to exercise myself daily. Daily. Someone is not behaving properly with you, they are not talking nicely to you, they are ignoring you, can you go up to them and be nice to them? Yes? How many times? How many times? And which means I bend, it means I bend, but how many times am I ready to bend? How many times do you think we should bend? But important is bend inside, not bend outside, which means I adjust with them, I talk nicely to them, but inside I'm in pain. That will not work. Because if I bend too much outside without creating the right thought inside, then I'm going to get frustrated after some time. And I will get bitter. And I might regret if tomorrow, in spite of bending 100 times, they're still not nice to me. And I said, I did so much for them. What did I get in return? I am not bending for them. I'm not bending for them. Who am I bending for? Who am I bending for? I'm bending for myself. So we don't count. You know, sometimes we find ourselves counting. Once I called her up, she did not take my call. Second time, I again called her up. Third time, I sent a WhatsApp message. And she's seen the message also. I saw that blue tick. She's read it. So, how many times am I supposed to be doing it? Do it only if it's right for you, not for them. Because if I do something for people, then I'm doing it outside, but inside I'm not comfortable doing it. I'm not using it as my nature. I'm using it as an outer behavior. If my inner thought is different from my outer behavior, soul power gets depleted. Which means creating pain inside, being sweet in words and actions, soul power gets depleted. Because it's too suffocating for me. It's suffocating. It's like, you know, some people, their concept of cleaning up their room is pick up everything outside but put it inside the cupboard like that. And then close the cupboard, just hoping nobody will open the cupboard. And then the room looks very neat. And which means my behavior looks very neat, my words are perfect, but my cupboard here, which I've hidden everything inside. And if by chance you touch my cupboard, you know, which means you say one word which opens this cupboard. And everything is going to come out. Things which I was holding on to for, you know, we can go back to the day I got married. This is what your mother said to me that day. And today we are preparing our children's wedding, but we are talking about the day I got married. This is what this is in my cupboard. And this is not inner power. You know, say, I've been adjusting with you for 40 years. This was not adjustment. This was a compromise. I'm holding pain, holding past, but being nice to you in words and behavior. This depletes soul power. And spirituality teaches me to keep my cupboard clean. Just keep my cupboard clean. And it's so clean, so neat, so tidy that I can allow anyone to come and open my cupboard. And I have nothing to hide. That is that inner cleanliness. Where there is nothing, come and open it. And I will not regret anything which comes out. And I will never have to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, it just slipped. Slip of the tongue. There is no such thing. Under the influence of alcohol and under the influence of anger. Two things which open this cupboard. Because intellect stops working for that much time. And we say a lot of things. And then we say, I didn't mean to say it. It was only in those moments. It is in those moments that we say all the things which we were meant to, wanted to, say it for many years, but were not saying it because there was that intellect which was blocking it, which says, be nice, speak right, behave well. Spirituality says, think pure. Not be nice, behave right, speak well. If I be nice, speak well, behave right, but think impure, inner power is gone. I have too much in my cupboard. So when we start using meditation and spiritual knowledge daily, then we are creating a right thought in response to every situation then and there. Then and there. So that what I'm storing here is clean. And so then you can open the cupboard today, or you can open the cupboard 20 years later. Everything that was stored inside was clean. If we don't store the right thoughts here, and we pass 20, 30, 40, 50 years of our life, and a time comes to leave this costume. Soul on the journey. If we leave this costume without cleaning the cupboard, what will happen? If we leave this body without cleaning this cupboard, what will happen? We are carrying it all. And then children are born, but they're carrying very complicated personalities. They get hurt very easily. They are jealous of their sibling. They feel insecure if their parents are giving attention to the other child. But in today's world, we say, it's natural sibling rivalry. No, it's not natural. Every child doesn't experience it. Every child doesn't experience it. The extent to which children experience is not the same. It's different for every soul. And if I, in this costume, was experiencing jealousy, experiencing rejection, and that is all that I created and stored in this cupboard, and here I changed this costume, and here I am a baby, and that baby will experience jealousy, insecurity, rejection. Every child doesn't experience it. Different souls. Depending on what we stored here, the sanskars, the thoughts, the beliefs, the feelings, because we kept creating them, storing them, thinking it's natural to feel that way. It's natural to feel hurt. It's natural to get upset. It's natural to be insecure. And the more I kept accumulating in my cupboard, my power to respond to situations, because then my cupboard would open very easily. You see what will happen when the cupboard is full and you keep on stuffing inside? What will happen? What will happen? Now it just requires a touch for the cupboard to open because it's overstuffed. It's overstuffed, so it doesn't require anything, and the cupboard will open with just a finger. It's full. It's full. Today, medical science says the most common disease of today's time is overthinking. Thinking too much. In a day, 80 to 90,000 thoughts. So which means 80 to 90,000 thoughts in my cupboard. How many of those thoughts are about the past? How many of those thoughts are about the future? And most important, how many of those thoughts are actually thinking about other people? Judgmental and critical thinking about other people. If you try even one day, not even one day, 1 hour, 1 hour, I will be with everybody, but not create any thought, they are like this, why are they like this? Judgmental thinking about another sanskar. 1 hour. If we do 1 hour, we will experience inner peace. Inner peace. My mind gets disturbed when I'm thinking about other people's sanskars because I'm thinking about that which is not in my control. I'm thinking about that which is not in my control. And I'm upset because I want to change them and I cannot change them. Tried that ever with anybody? Wanting them to change? Wanting them to change? And they are not changing. And spirituality says, accept people as they are. Accept means, because we need to understand acceptance the right way. Acceptance doesn't mean, okay, you don't want to come to work on time, I accept you as you are. My child doesn't want to study, I accept. This is not acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean let everybody just do what they want. That's not acceptance. Acceptance means your behavior does not create a disturbance here. Your behavior does not create a disturbance here. My mind has accepted your sanskar, your behavior, which means you no longer overpower me. And when I start accepting people, which means they don't overpower me, what will happen? What will happen? What will happen? Visualize this scene. Let's say, for example, someone comes late to work. And every day when they come late, I create 5 negative thoughts. 5 is nothing. It takes 5 seconds to create 5 thoughts. And every time when they come late, their behavior is overpowering me. Can you see the list of people and their behaviors which overpowers you in the whole day? Are there people whose behaviors overpower our state of mind? Yes? 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 Yes. Lot of times. Yeah. Lot of times. And which means every time you are not my way, I create 5 negative thoughts. Negative and waste means that which is not in my control. And every time I create thoughts which are not in my control, I am depleting power. And when I create that thought, what is the energy that I'm sending to you? I am trying to control you. And then I may raise my voice to try to control you. And I may shout at you, asking you to come on time tomorrow. You may come on time tomorrow, and I might feel that I shouted at you and you were able to come on time. And it happens. I have used my power to control. But when I use my power to control, I have created agitation, you have created fear. We do a lot of things out of fear for other people. And when we create fear, we are radiating that negative energy to them. So when I create anger, I create negative energy. When you create fear in response, you radiate negative energy and you come on time tomorrow. So my work is done. You've come on time. But what has happened? What has happened? My work is done. I shouted at you, come on time tomorrow. You created fear and you came on time tomorrow. My work is done. But what has happened here? What has happened here? Anger, deplete power. Fear there, radiates energy to me, depletes power. Then she goes and tells 5 people, do you know what? She shouted at me today. And those 5 people will radiate 5 more thoughts for me. And then I don't know, why am I not happy? Why am I not feeling nice? Why am I not feeling contented? What is that vacuum inside me? Why am I not stable? Why am I not at ease? Because I've made all these investments. These are investments. Use anger with somebody and you've made your investment there. And now it depends on the other person for how long they are going to create pain in response to our anger. Ask yourself, if someone shouts at you, how much time does it take for you to forget it? How much time? Sister, how much time? Hanji? Long time, yes, but how long? Long can be. How long? How long does it take for you to stop creating any negative thought for them, for those who've behaved wrongly with you? How long? Yeah, so how long would you take to change that? We have to ask ourselves, how long does it take me? Sometimes lifetime. So for someone it can take a few hours, for someone a few days, for someone a lifetime. So next time you want to shout at people, first go and ask them, how long does it take you to forget? Yes, it's very risky. If I know she forgets in 5 minutes, it's okay. Really, I'm safer. I'm safer because I know that she will radiate negative energy to me for only 5 minutes. But he said, lifetime. Please, we will never shout at him. Why? Because it's my investment, my karma. This is karma investment. I've done a karma for which I'm going to get a return of pain for a lifetime because they're not going to stop thinking about how can we be happy then? How can we be happy? And look at it in our life, how many such investments we must have made only by creating anger, not any other bigger mistake. How many karmas, investments we have made. When we start meditating in the morning, everyone can do this. In the morning, 5 minutes, bring everyone on the screen of your mind with whom you have made such investments. And every morning say sorry to them. And radiate a thought. Healing. We may not be able to say sorry like this, but we can say sorry, apologize in our meditation and radiate pure energy to them so that we can stop the negative energy which is coming from there to us. We will have to change that. This is where meditation teaches us how to do this. Even we are able to heal our past mistakes. But we have to bring them before us every morning, connect to God, radiate that purity to them, heal their wound so that they stop thinking negative for us. This is only those people with whom we have created anger. If we've done something bigger than that, change the investment. It's only when we start receiving pure energy in return of the pure energy that we give that this inner battery is going to start getting charged. Even if my behavior today is perfect, even if my thoughts today are perfect, but if I have done something in the past, I'm getting the return negative energy. I'm getting that return negative energy. So I have to heal that past. I have to heal that past. Otherwise, in spite of putting all the effort in the present, my battery is still not getting charged. Why? Because someone there is sending negative energy, discharging my battery. So one way is go up to them, talk to them, sort it out. Some cases it cannot be sorted out like this, but using meditation and using the power of the mind to radiate pure vibrations, we can resolve past karma. We can heal past pain. We can heal our own past pain. Sometimes we create guilt for what we have done in the past. And when we start creating guilt, we are not angry with other people, but we are angry with ourselves. There's nothing more risky than being angry with yourself. Because then I have to live with an angry person 24/7. I have to live with someone who criticizes me 24/7. I'm constantly inside. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? How could I do this? Guilt depletes inner power. Criticism depletes inner power. Criticism which I receive from someone else, criticism which I offer to someone else, but criticism when I criticize myself. Appreciation, acceptance, approval empowers souls, empowers them, empowers me. So if I have done something in the past for which I feel that I'm angry with myself, then I have to start sending healing energy to myself. What should I say to myself if I've done something in the past? What should I say to myself? Anybody. I've done something in the past. It's troubling me. Why did I do this? How could I do this? Why did I do this? I have to stop this thinking because my every thought is depleting inner power. So I have to change that song which is going on inside. Why did I do this? How could I do this? Why did I do this? And if it's not only me, other people are also saying it to me. Why did you do this? How could you do this? And if I'm living in that negative energy, how will I be happy? So what can I start saying to myself? How do I change that thought? What do I do? How many of you have forgiven someone else for what they did? Anybody here has forgiven someone else? Yes? What is the thought that you created for that someone for you to be able to forgive them? You must have created a thought, no? I forgive you. What is the thought we created to forgive someone else? Let go was the outcome of the forgiveness. I have to create some thoughts so that I'm able to say, I forgive you. Hanje? They are teaching you. You're forgiving someone. Let's say, okay, for example, I'm walking up to you and I have a stick in my hand. I'm just walking with the stick, but I hit you. Okay, now you are wounded. I keep on saying, I'm really sorry, I'm really sorry, I'm really sorry, I hurt you, I didn't mean to hurt you, I'm really sorry. I go on apologizing. What will you do? You will say, it's okay. When you say it's okay, why are you saying it's okay? But I hit you. Why are you saying it's okay? I hit you. It's hurting, it's paining. Why are you saying it's okay? You are not holding me responsible for your pain. You understand that I have not done it deliberately. So when I'm saying I'm sorry, you're saying it's okay, it was not your fault. Which means you are ready to separate me from your pain, and you are not holding me responsible for your pain. And if we don't hold people responsible for our pain, that's the time we have forgiven them. But till I keep holding the pain and thinking that you are the cause of my pain, we cannot forgive people. We cannot forgive people. So if I am holding on to someone here, and I feel they are the cause of what I went through that day, and they are the cause of what I'm feeling even today, then I have not forgiven them. Is there anyone you want to forgive? Is there anyone you want to forgive today? Because it will increase inner power if you forgive them today. Yes. It will increase inner strength. So the only thought that I have to create is they behaved through their perspective, their sanskars, their belief system, my past karmic connection with them. The pain that was created was my choice. They are not the cause of my pain. And I have to say this to myself almost every day and many, many times in the day. They are not the cause of my pain. Like you will say they are not the cause of my pain if somebody hits you physically by mistake. You understand they were just walking their way. I was just walking with the stick, but the stick hit you. Similarly, I am just walking with my personality and my sanskars, but my sanskar, my personality was not right for you, and so it hit you and you created pain. I did not come to hurt you. I did not come with my sanskar to hurt you actually. And that's why we also don't go with our sanskars to hurt people. We are just living our life with our sanskars, with who we are. But sometimes our sanskar can be, let's say for example, it's simple ones. My sanskar is, I don't call up anybody on their birthday to wish them. Simple, it can be my sanskar. What is there? I can have any sanskar. Let the world say that it's good to wish people on their birthday, but I carry a past sanskar that I don't wish anybody on their birthday. I am not hitting you. I have just not called you up today because it is my sanskar not to call you up on your birthday. But you can wait the entire day and create how many thoughts? How many thoughts will you create? How many thoughts are we going to create? This is where we need to separate. People are not hurting us. Nobody carries the intention to hurt anyone. They are only living their sanskars, but sometimes their sanskar is not acceptable by us, and we create a lot of negative thoughts looking at their sanskar, and it is that negative thought which creates the pain, not their sanskar. So I did not call you up yesterday to wish you on your birthday. My sanskar. You waited the whole day and you say, every year I wish her. I not only wish her, I even send her a gift and a cake. I'm always there for her. I've always done everything that she wanted to me. Even today I'm ready to do everything for her. When I am ready to do everything for her, she can't even call on my birthday. Obviously the mind will cry if I talk like that to my mind. And my mind will say, she does not love me, she can't do even this much for me. Then my mind starts crying even more when I start saying like that. And while I'm creating all these thoughts and I'm creating all the pain, all the pain, all the pain, I'm saying all this I'm creating is because of you did not call me on my birthday. And that's why what gets recorded on the soul is, you hurt me, I cannot forgive you, and most important, next year I am not calling you. So I even change my sanskar. Ever changed your sanskar because other people did not have the same sanskar as you? Check, check. There's a huge list. And many times we are changing our beautiful sanskars only because other people did not have the same sanskar. So bring that person on the screen of your mind for whom I've recorded here, they hurt me. And just separate your hurt from their sanskar and see that it was not the sanskar which hurt you, it was not their behavior which hurt you, it was the thoughts that we created in response to their behavior. Because their behavior cannot hurt me. But it is the thoughts that I created when I saw them behave that way. If someone gets up and walks out of this room, I get very hurt. I can. What's so difficult in that? And I can create 100 thoughts sitting here. Like brother said, I traveled 18 hours to sit here. They can't even sit for 1 hour. How mean. How disrespectful. Is this the way they treat me? I only have to start talking like this to myself and I will be crying here in the next 5 minutes. Yes or no? Yes. But when I start creating those thoughts and when I start crying, I say it's because of them. It's because of them. And then I create a general belief system which says, every time someone walks out from the program, I get hurt. General recording. Now in every program, 5-6 people will walk. And in every program, 5-6 times I will create hurt. What will happen to the inner power? What will happen to the inner power? Are people allowed to walk out of the program? Are people allowed to walk out of the program? Yes. Why? 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 Very good. So sweetly you have said their choice. Now so sweetly say their choice for everything else that people are doing around you. Their choice. See, again 2 people walked out. See? This is life, this is life. This is exactly what is life. And if we could laugh like this when somebody walks out, inner peace, inner power. This is it. People are doing what is right for them. They may have to go home on time. There must be somebody waiting for them. They were getting simply bored. Why should they sit? It's fine, no? And when I start talking like that, they don't hurt me anymore. But when I say, how could they? Was it right? They disrespected me. Same scene, same behavior, 2 different thoughts. So who's creating the hurt? Who's creating the hurt? I. So where is the question of forgiving them? Where is the question of forgiving them? They were just being themselves. They were just being themselves. Now, what does acceptance mean? Acceptance means I accept. People will walk out, people will walk in also. This is life. Now look at this beautiful thing. One more realization I had just now. He walked out only for 3 minutes. But I thought he's walked away. है ना? And in those 3 minutes, I would have created so much negative energy, so much negative thoughts. And then when he walks in after 3 minutes, I look at him like that and say sorry. I said, sorry for what? For what should I say sorry to you? I said, sorry that you walked out. And that's why sometimes people cannot understand why we are hurt with their behavior. They were just being their normal self. They needed to go out for 2 minutes, but we used their karma to create wrong thoughts. And then we look at them, see, everyone is coming back. See? Everyone's coming back. But I could have ruined my life in the last 5 minutes. This is how we have to laugh in life. This is how we are going to laugh. Only because we know they were doing things their way. They did not walk out to hurt me. Did anybody think, let me disrespect her by walking? Get up, move. I want to Who lives life like that? Nobody does like that. No one. No one. They just get up and walk out because they want to. Similarly, look at all those people. It may not be as simple as just walking out. It could be bigger things in life. It could be much, much bigger. But the equation is the same. Problems could be different. It's like in maths. Problems will be different. Equation will be the same. And equation means whether somebody walks out of the hall or whether somebody walks out of my life. They are walking out because they don't feel like being there anymore. But if I am going to say, they hurt me, and then live in pain, hate them for walking out, and create that wound, I will live in pain, not just in this costume, I will carry forward that pain. People allowed to walk out? Yes. Which means people are allowed to be their way because they are going to be their way. So from today, I will start separating people's behavior from my thoughts. This is their behavior, this is my thought. Who is creating the hurt? Who's creating the hurt? My thought. So what do I need to do? Change them? No. Change the way I think. Now, how should I create the right thought? By exercising daily. Soul exercise. Meditation gives inner strength. Listening to spiritual knowledge daily increases my power. We were here for the last 60, 70 minutes. Just 60, 70 minutes of listening to knowledge, spiritual wisdom, brings about a little shift in the way of thinking. Does it bring about a little shift in the way of thinking? Yes. So if an hour can do this, then what will happen if we start taking an hour daily? Daily. Will it not bring about a shift in the way of thinking? Yes? This. And that's what we do at the Brahma Kumaris. Daily. We have these beautiful, high energy, pure vibrations, powerful vibrations at these places called Raj Yoga meditation centers, where for years people have been collectively meditating and they've created powerful vibrations. We just have to walk into that vibration and my mind will experience peace and power. And then I start listening to the wisdom shared there, God's knowledge shared there daily, every day, every day, every day. Thoughts start changing. Situation is the same. People walked out before, people walk out today, but my thoughts have changed. And if my thinking has changed, my life has changed. Life does not change depending on what's happening outside. I can change my life only dependent on what is created inside. A life of happiness or a life of suffering has nothing to do with situations in life. Has nothing to do with problems in life. If you want to live a happy life, stop using the word problem. There's problem in my life. It's a situation in my life. Just changing the word will change the energy. And we don't only call situations problem, we call people problem. He's a problem in my life. Why he's a problem in my life? Because his or her particular behavior creates wrong thoughts here. So who's the problem then? My thinking is a problem, not the person. This is empowerment because I know now where to change. I know where to change. And now I start creating that change when I start getting this knowledge daily. Knowledge is food for the soul. Meditation is exercise for the soul. So if I take out 30 minutes every day to have the right diet for the soul and exercise for the soul, I am spiritually healthy. And if I'm spiritually healthy, what will be a sign of a spiritually healthy soul? Who is able to create comfortable thoughts in crisis. Comfortable thoughts in crisis. Weak soul, able to create wrong thoughts in the best of situations. Yes, we know both the options. Some people are able to create uncomfortable thoughts even if everything is favorable outside for them. And some people are able to create the right thoughts even if nothing is right outside for them. Depends on here. And that's inner power. And if I'm using this inner power, then peace is natural. Happiness is natural. Contentment is natural. How many of you have 30 minutes daily for yourself? 30 minutes daily for yourself to become a powerful person. You know, to become a powerful person in terms of position, how much time people put in every day? I want to achieve here so that I become a powerful person. How much time do people put in every day? Hours and hours to become a powerful person. To become a powerful soul, 30 minutes daily. Those who are powerful souls, will they become powerful people in society? You know, somebody could be very powerful in terms of position, but very weak inside. Very weak inside. Sometimes people who hold very high positions live in constant fear of losing their position. because they know that when they will lose position, they will lose control. And they live in constant fear. So they have control over people, but they lose control over themselves because they're living in fear of losing their power of possession. 30 minutes to exercise daily the soul, nurture the soul daily, to strengthen the soul muscle daily. And when I'm spiritually healthy, emotional health, mental health, physical health, social health, financial health, everything is definite. Definite, because I'm spiritually healthy. My every thought is right, even in a crisis. I will find a solution, always. But if I'm spiritually weak, then all these remaining will start becoming difficult for me because I'm not creating the right thought. So we create a little change in our lifestyle where we shift the beginning of the day from acquiring information of the outer world, we shift it to acquiring information of the inner world. That is spiritual knowledge. And that's what we do at the Brahma Kumaris. 30 minutes daily, we come together at the center to listen to the gyan, the knowledge about the inner world. Who am I? What are my qualities? What are my sanskars? What's my nature? How do I have to respond today? We listen, hear, and talk only about this inner mechanism for 30 minutes every morning. If I don't take out that time, how would I know how this works? Like, if I don't take out time to read the newspaper, I don't know what's happening in the outer world. Last 15 days, I have no idea what's happened in the world. I have absolutely no idea what's happened in the world because I just haven't read or heard anything. So if I don't read or hear anything about that world, I would not know what's happening in that world. Similarly, if I don't read or hear about anything about this world, I would not know what's happening in this world. And then when I don't know what's happening in this world, I blame this world for whatever I feel here. Because I don't know anything about this world. So those 30 minutes daily are about understanding this inner world. How does it work? How do I think? How do I respond? How do I change my sanskar? 30 minutes daily can change the destiny of people. It can change destiny of people. So I need to ask myself, can I take out 30 minutes, which I was spending earlier to acquire information of the outer world, which is today a lot of pain, anger, and aggression. And what I consume early in the morning from the outer world starts influencing my inner world. So that's when I start getting overpowered by the outer world. Any of you get disturbed while watching the news? How could you do this? How could she do this? How could he do that? Ever done that? Ever done that? People can get disturbed if the cricketer drops a catch in the cricket match. And you can see anger and aggression in their face and they start shouting at their wife because he over there dropped the catch. That's the life. Even people across the TV screen can overpower me. So outer world, taking control over the inner world. And when I start taking care of my inner world starts influencing the outer world. Now situations will turn to be the way I want them to be because I will influence them with my energy, with my vibrations. Why? Because I am not getting influenced by them, I am influencing them. Requires only 30 minutes daily. 30 minutes. So just bring about this shift, 30 minutes early morning. Let's not take in information of anger, pain, aggression. If I want to be healthy here, I cannot consume violence, pain, aggression every morning. It's almost near to impossible to be happy if we read only violence, pain, terror early morning. How can we be happy? And then we say, naturally I'll feel pain when I hear all that is happening in the world. If there is pain in the world, then I need to take responsibility that I do not create any more pain and add pain to the world. Add pain to the world. At the Brahma Kumaris, we have a very beautiful thing which is called world meditation. And whenever there is a calamity, a crisis, a natural calamity, a man-made calamity, anywhere in the world, all the Brahma Kumaris brothers and sisters all over the world meditate at that time. They meditate at that time to heal, to radiate purity and love to those who are in pain. Earlier, what I would do, I would watch the news of that calamity and create pain. Oh, so many people, this happened. So I create pain. When I create pain, I radiate pain, add pain to their pain. And now what we do, we meditate when we come to know something like this has happened. Consciously connect to Him, radiate peace and power. We don't know, like Sister Kala shared with us in the beginning, we don't know the power that this inner change creates in the world. We only have to experiment to see how this works. So let's separate our thinking from that situation, and even if there is a calamity outside, influence that crisis with your peaceful and powerful vibrations. Then we are not changing ourselves, we are also changing the world. We have the power to change the world. How many of you have ever changed somebody else's mood? They were upset, and after meeting you, they were fine. Anyone's ever done that? Yes, simple. Simple. It's so easy. We know how to do it. Somebody is in pain, radiated pure power to them, and there they are, smiling in 2 minutes. We have the power to influence people. We have the power to influence nature. We have the power to influence body. Today, medical science has evidence that thought power can create an ailment, thought power can heal the body. It's the power. If I can heal my body, I can heal my mind, I can heal people, I can also heal the world. So every time you choose to create a right thought in response to a situation, you are contributing towards creating a peaceful world. That's the power. And every time I choose to create anger, pain, irritation, I'm contributing towards creating terror in the world. Because I'm radiating those vibrations into the world. And that's why the world is what it is, because most of us today are saying anger is natural. Anger is natural. So if millions and millions of people are going to say anger is natural, what's going to be the energy on the planet? What's the energy on the planet? Anger. And then that will reflect in actions. And then we want the world to change. I need to be that change. So tomorrow, 24 hours, come what may. Yes, we will start the day with a beautiful thought. I am a peaceful being. I am a powerful being. Today, come what may. Let any situation be there. Let any person behave the way they want to be. Today, one day, my every thought will be of acceptance of situation and people. No disturbance here. One day. Yes? Yes? One day? Yes? And if we can do anything for one day, we can do it the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Anything which we can do once, we can do any number of times. Any number of times. So save yourself from the information of the world from tomorrow morning. Save yourself, protect yourself, keep away from it early morning. Early morning, whatever we absorb is going to go deep into the subconscious, and it's there. Early morning, fresh, blotting paper, clean, absorption power, highest. I have to choose what I put on that blotting paper here, early morning. That will be my foundation for the day. So let's start keeping media, news, information of the outer world for the later part of the day. And take only that much which is absolutely necessary for you to know about the outer world. One way of living is to consume what's happening in the outer world, and the other way of living is to change here and to influence and create a change in the outer world. We have two ways of living. Choose whether you want to become what the world is today, or whether you want to be who you are and change the world tomorrow. That's the choice that we have to make. So early morning tomorrow, how many of you can stay without reading the news or watching the news tomorrow morning? Willpower? This increases power. Every time we do something which we were doing for so long and we bring about a change, we've increased inner power. And every time I say, I thought I would not do it, but you know what, the newspaper was right there. And then I thought I will just read one line. And then I said, okay, the first page. This is power. This is when I give away my power. So tomorrow morning, everything will be there around me, but I will choose, I'm not taking it in. And I will make this an experiment for my life for a month, to see the shift that it will bring inside me. I will read it a little later, not early morning. And let me substitute that with 30 minutes of taking in something pure. Information of purity, love and compassion. Information of cooperation. Information of empathy. Information of connecting to that supreme being. Let me take that in. It will change my thought, change my destiny. So 30 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the night before I go to sleep. Prime time of news channel. Prime time. Early morning, late night. Wrong time for the mind. Early morning, late night. And that's why many of us are not getting good sleep. Yesterday we met a doctor who's a sleep therapist. And he said some of the most selling pills, which means something which is natural, sleep, natural, is not coming to me. Something not right here in the inner world. Why are we not able to sleep well? Overthinking. The mind is in 4 stages. Beta stage, active thinking. Alpha stage, dreaming, slow down. Theta stage, very slow thoughts. Delta stage, let somebody ring the doorbell and you will not come to know. 4 stages of sleep. But if I remain in the beta stage, which means I keep on thinking, my mind does not slow down to go into the alpha theta stage, I will not be able to fall off to sleep. And why am I thinking so much in the night? Because I was thinking a lot during the day. So how will I be able to fall off to sleep? When I take a sleeping pill, or when I take alcohol to go off to sleep, the mind stays in the alpha stage. It does not come into the theta and the delta stage. So I don't get deep sleep. And so we are not very fresh in spite of having slept for 6-7 hours. We're not fresh when we wake up in the morning because the mind did not go into that last stage of deep sleep. So external substances cannot give us natural sleep. If I just keep myself away from all this negative information early morning, late night, take in pure gyan, and then take care of my thoughts during the day, there is no way that I cannot get good sleep tonight. It's not possible. Anyone can do it. We have brothers and sisters who come to the center, put on nice music and meditate. Within 2 minutes, they go off to sleep in a sitting posture on the chair. Within 2 minutes. And after 10 minutes, they wake up and they say, lovely meditation. Sleep deprived, no? But at least it's a sign that the minute the mind gets peace, it falls off to sleep. It's sleep deprived. So if any of you have some issue with sleep, the easiest way is come and learn meditation. Yes, because it teaches me to slow down my mind, and then I will be able to sleep very well. So any issue of emotional health, mental health, physical health, relationships, spirituality has the answer, meditation has the power. So we will create one thought, and then after every hour, 1 minute, we will revise tomorrow again and again. I'm a peaceful being, I'm a powerful being. I'm a peaceful being, I'm a powerful being. Situations don't overpower me. I create a thought of my choice. It is their behavior, their sanskar. My thought is my thought. Just a few days and the mind knows how to think. And then forgiveness is a concept which does not exist. Because nobody hurt me. So where is the question of me forgiving anyone else? Always remember, whenever you create hurt, remember they walked out of the hall and we had a choice what to think. You have to remember these scenes help us to remember the equations. They did what they felt was right. We had to do what was right here. And the first right thing we had to do was not blame them for our hurt. Even if I start creating wrong thoughts, I only have to take care I don't blame them. I'll be able to change my thoughts. But if I blame them, I'll never be able to change my thought. And I'll never be able to heal myself. And then I say, I cannot forgive them. No concept of forgiving people. Powerful souls? Everyone's a powerful soul now? Yes? Yes? Do you want to forgive anyone? No. Where is the question now of forgiving anyone? There's only one person I need to forgive. Is the one who created the hurt. And the easiest way to forgive that one is by saying, end, it's over, no more. We are not going to go on crying anymore inside for their sanskars. They were just being their way. They did not do anything to me. It was their natural way. The Brahma Kumaris are opening a very beautiful meditation center in your city. It's the fortune, it's your fortune. It's your fortune. A place of high energy vibration. A place which you can call home. A place where you can walk in any time and experience peace without doing anything yourself. A place where you get to meet a family which radiates selfless love, and there is a connectivity and unity which sometimes we may not even experience in our own family. And the reason why they are able to do that is because they connected to that one. They connected to that one, and they're increasing their spiritual health daily. And once I become a part of that family, I start improving my spiritual health. And then when I go back to my family at home, I'm able to create unity and connectivity there at home. So I come to a family where I experience that purity and unity, I absorb their energy, go home, and then I create purity and unity and connectivity at home. And so spirituality helps us to get our entire family back into that unity where it was meant to be. So at every center of the Brahma Kumaris, we have a meditation course. 2-3 days of half an hour every day, any time which is comfortable to you, or at a specific time when the meditation retreat begins, which will be sent to you by email. Just take out that hour to come and learn how to strengthen my spiritual health. We all have half an hour daily? Anyone here is busy? We are all powerful, happy, easy souls. Easy souls. Let's sit back now in silence and let's prepare ourselves for tomorrow. We are going to see how I'm going to be tomorrow. Not what I'm going to do tomorrow, but how I'm going to be tomorrow. Preparing my mind how I'm going to be with everyone tomorrow. And after we prepare ourselves, visualize how the day is going to be tomorrow. We will take this energy, this vibration home with us today. Our next 15 to 20 minutes while we drive home will be an appointment with ourselves. A little time for personal reflection, to check any uncomfortable thoughts that I have been creating in response to someone's behavior. So after our meditation, we will walk out in absolute silence, just being with ourselves, taking home this inner peace and inner power. And when we are walking out, sisters and brothers will give us a blessing card. It's different for each one. And they will give us a little sweet, which is called Toli Prasad, cooked with a lot of happiness and love for you. This is not the end of the program. It's the beginning. Awakening means it's the beginning now. A beginning for me to prioritize my health, my spiritual health, and taking out time for myself. I, the being, the energy, the consciousness, I, the one who creates every thought and feeling, I am the creator. I am a powerful being. I am a powerful being. I choose how to be, irrespective of what is happening outside me. I have a choice. I am a powerful being. Situations and people are their way. I choose my way. I choose patience. I choose acceptance. I understand them. They are only being their way. I am the creator of my thoughts in response to them being their way. I am a powerful being. Tomorrow, let me see my day tomorrow. scene after scene, series of situations at home, at work, scene after scene, same people, their behavior, their sanskars, just the same as it was today and before. Everything outside is going to be the same tomorrow. Let me look at myself with them tomorrow. I, the powerful being. Stable, in control of myself, accepting them, understanding their sanskars. This is how I'm going to be. And as I am that powerful being, I radiate my peace and power to them and to the situation. And when I radiate this peace and power to them, I empower them. I empower them. I am that angel. I am God's angel who radiates this peace and power to everyone I meet tomorrow. I will now start moving out in absolute silence, conserving my energy and radiating my vibration of peace and power as I move out. I'm radiating peace to the world. Absolute silence. My next 20 minutes are with myself. Talking to myself, healing myself, forgiving myself for anything that I created in the past, and choosing today a new way of thinking, a new way of being. It's my awakening. We can start moving out now. Absolute silence. Mind in silence. Body stable. At ease. Comfortable. Next 20 minutes. I am with myself, with myself. Silence as I'm moving out. It's good karma for me to retain my vibration and for allow other people to do the same. Brothers and sisters on the top in the balcony. Absolute silence. I need these 15 minutes to absorb everything that I need for my awakening. And as I walk out, I take my blessing card. Every blessing card is different. It's His blessing for me. It is who I am. It's my quality which I will get on the blessing card. I am a powerful being. Tonight, before going to sleep, I remind myself again, I am a powerful being. I am a peaceful being. Every scene tomorrow will see me responding with the energy of peace and power.
आठ फुट जाऊंगा मैं